Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here, and I want to show you something, give you a little bit of help for those of you that are looking to get into the world of content creation, however you want to do it. Maybe you want to do podcasts, you want to do product reviews and product description videos like what I do. It doesn't matter. I mean, you just like, I want to get into this, but I don't have a 4K camera like Ken has back there behind his thing. Don't have all this really cool lighting in the back with the little cool lighting stick thingy that glows on the. I don't have all that stuff. I don't have confidence monitor prompters. I don't have giant monitors. I don't have super bright lights, setups, and whatever. You don't need it. You just got to start. And how to start can be something as simple as that you start with your phone. I'm not even kidding. If you're on here and you're just like, oh, with the phone, come on, guys. You have really good phones on you. Nowadays, if your phone is not more than 5-ish years old, and even, oh, look, I'm going to bring out an oldie here. This is like a Note 10, and this thing rocks its video. You can even get older versions, older product than these, that will still pump out some good video. Now, does it have image stabilization? No. If you're holding onto it and recording videos, it's going to look shaky. But look, I'm not holding my camera. It's mounted. So in this example that I'm going to give you is if you're going to do something where you're not walking around and not holding onto it, not hoping for image stabilization as you hold onto it, but you're looking to do talking head type things where you're talking into a camera, just like I'm doing right now, I got something that can be quite helpful for you. And you will not be disappointed in the price. I'm telling you, I'll tell you right now. Before tax, obviously, I looked at the prices, and also I'm telling you the full retail price. Most of these items are on sale now, and they jump on and off sale all the time. But right now, at $120, actually less than $120, you can get out the door with decent audio, decent lighting, and a decent tripod stabilization type device. That's it. You can get your recording world started with something as simple as low as $120 or lower. And I even mentioned that you could, if you did something where you used your room lighting as opposed to maybe whatever, or sunlight, you may be able to get rid of one item, and that'll knock $30-ish off the price tag. Now we're talking under $100 before taxes. Yo, hey guys, here we are. This is the setup. This is what I would recommend. And what do you think? It's not bad. It works. Now, don't get me wrong. There's, we would change the background, maybe aim it somewhere else. It would look a whole lot better. But this is what I'm just trying to get you a quick look at. Now, let's walk through 3 things that we mentioned before. Number 1, when you're doing these videos and you're doing content creation, first and foremost, look out for audio. Right now, I have what's called the J12s, and you see that little green light? I ran into an issue before, but you got to make sure your audio is working and you can hear it. But the cool thing is they're called UDJI J12s. I know them by heart because I've had these things for years, and I still use it from time to time for things like this. But I'm showing you right now is that this is still, I've had it for 3-4 years now, and it's been out for 3-4-ish years. And they still sell them because they do a great job. Are they the best microphones in the industry? By far, no. But they're good, consistent microphones that will carry your voice and looks really good when you're doing these types of videos. Because as I said, the number 1 thing is audio. You can get by with a 720p. You can get by with a crappy, fuzzy little bit of a camera as long as you can see what's going on for the most part, right? But you can't get by with somebody cutting in and cutting out and sounding like garbage and scratchy and having all kinds of like weird distracting noises. That's the biggest thing that people don't like. So you want to get yourself a good set of audio first. 2, as I said, you want to get some good lighting, and I have one right here. You can see that I'm waving my hand in front of it. It's not the best position, but it works, right? It gives you some lighting, makes it look like, you're lit up a little bit and you look a little humanish, okay? And then 3, I would say, is your camera. And then 4, as I add to it, maybe your stabilization device or your holding device, tripod, whatever. But we already talked about the fact that your camera is going to be, your camera is going to be on your phone. So you got that covered, right? So as long as your phone is, within the last 5-ish years or so, can pump out a good 1080p 30, I'm running 4K 60 on this, but if you were to do 1080p 30, you're fine. That's good quality. It's going to look good. Because remember, most people are going to be watching it on this thing anyway, a phone. So, audio. So the Ulanzi J12s are $39.95, full price, mind you. These things do jump on and off sales, and in fact, right now, just before Black Friday, the week before Black Friday, these are on sale below that price point. I don't remember what they are, but they're down a bit. Next is your light. Let me show you what I have. I have this, and these are Ulanzi. I'm sorry, these are newer. These are the newer lights. These are RGB style lights, and let me show you what I mean. Is they do have a RGB glow to them. You can switch them to multitude of colors. This is an RGB swipe, right? It's running through the rainbows of colors. And then this is just straight up white. So, and this is, wow, this is like 45%. And these, for these lights, they are $36.79. $36.79. These are cheaper than the audio. So these guys right here, let me turn this off because it's 45 and it's pretty darn bright. Let me turn that off. There you go. The other one that I'm using right now that you can see, right, the shadow on my face is, that's at 15%. Those things, they last a long time just at 15%. Now, I have that light and it's sitting right there. And how am I holding it? Well, I was just showing you. It's on this guy right here. I had it locked in. That guy right there on what's called newer super clamp, and it has this friction arm and it has this clamping capability, and I have it clamped to the neck of the tripod that I'm using, and then you use this friction arm to position it however you want, and then you just tighten it down and lock it and it doesn't move. That's what's great about this. But what's even greater, oh yeah, here it is, let me show it to you, is that these super clamps come with these phone holders, and guess what this tripod is using? It's using this clamp to hold my phone right now. So that's pretty simple. Now, you're like, I just meant to show you also that, well, you got really good audio and it's in this box and it has, I got to open it the right way. Going back to the audio, it has a transmitter and two receivers. I'm sorry, two transmitters and one receiver. The transmitter is this guy right here, right? It's picking up my voice and it's transmitting it over to the phone. What's really cool is that the phone, the receiver, just plugs right into the back of your phone, into your USB-C slot. Now, if you have one of the older iPhones and you want to get this, make sure you get the right connector. There's two different connectors. It's the, not the Lightning, but it's the Thunderbolt. No, it is a Lightning connector that goes on the iPhone stuff. And then there's a USB-C that goes basically on everything else. The USB-C is what I have, and it just plugs right in, it connects, and then you check to make sure that the light is green. It means that it's connected to the transmitter, to the receiver, and it can hear all this, and you're good. So, again, back to the lights. Lights, we got that. So we got audio, we got lights checked off, and then we got the super clamp, as I stated, mounted and holding. And it's funny, as I grabbed this one, this is the one I actually showed you. I like these clamps. I have bought like 5, 6, 7 of these things. I have a ton of these because they're so useful for doing all kinds of things, especially when you can connect to the quarter 20 here. So putting that all in there, they come with these. So each one of those, I actually have like 3 or 4. I've got 5 or 6 of these little clamps. So you just mount it to your tripod and off you go. Now I keep talking about all this with the tripod. At $21.56 full retail price is the Ulanzi selfie stick / tripod. Don't be confused. I put the links down below covering everything that I have here. And also, just so you know, because I am a Amazon influencer, I do get commission off the links. Those links will generate some commission for me. It doesn't change your price at all. It will just give me a little bit of commission, just to let you know and declare that. But in that, all those links will show you exactly what I'm talking about, and you can see how you could probably put these all together. This tripod selfie stick is really cool in the fact that you can raise it and lower it and set it up and run it all the way out as far as you need to. I would just say be careful if you have an excessively heavy phone that this is under friction. So like, see, I can raise it up and now I'm a little bit shorter, but this thing will, if you want it to, it will, if it's too heavy, it will walk itself down. So with all that being said, it's a great little selfie stick / tripod. I have it set up in the kind of the tripod mode. I've got the arm connected to it and shining light on my face. Looks really good, especially for this very basic initial setup. This works. This is what works. But let me give you one main caveat when you use your phone. If you noticed it yet, I've been trying not to do it because I am super guilty of doing this all the time. And I do it all the time. Doesn't it look like I'm not looking at you? Doesn't it look like that I'm trying to talk to your buddy that's just over your shoulder, over here, wherever? You're just like, Ken, what are you looking at? Yes, because I'm looking at the screen I'm pointing to here because you can't see because the camera's way over here. And you say way over here, the camera's right in front of you. No, you understand your cell phone. If you hold your, let me give you another one, right? If you hold your cell phone, the camera's way up here in that little dot. And if it's like this, it's way over here, but you're talking to this big old screen over here, like I'm doing right now, and it's bad. It looks like you're looking to someone else. Guys, now you see that, when you go look at someone else who's doing videos and stuff like that, and you'll see that, hey, they must be using a phone because they keep looking to the side. Or they're using one of those cameras, those handheld cameras with the screen that flips out to the side. Be careful of that. Just giving you point of information. Be careful of that. Let me come back and tell you about this. I'm going to pop a photo up here somewhere around here that's going to show you this layout and how simple it is. I will say, oh, I don't like that selfie sticky kind of thingy or whatever, but I do possibly have one of these. Or, hey, I want to go ahead and get one of these. These inexpensive, you'll see them all over. You can buy these things. This guy I bought in Korea, it's like 40 bucks, but something like this inexpensive aluminum plastic setup are usually really perfect for these types of situations. It doesn't need to be glamorous and crazy good and anything, because the fact that you just need it to sit still and hold and not move your camera, your phone, right? Just do that and then talk to it. Right now, this walks you into the game to get you started on your content creation side. So let me head back to the other camera and we'll talk more about it. Cool. Now, how was that? That was not bad, right? I mean, that's just getting started. Guys, I'm going to come out with a couple more videos, if you don't mind, talking about maybe some more stuff I'm looking at, like if you want to add some color to your system, you want to add some background lights. So what I'm going to talk about is this right now I'm telling you about is probably just the foot in the door, getting started, bare bones that you need. I'm going to talk about maybe some additions that might help out, that can still help you maybe in a mobile type process. Maybe also you want to get into some handheld where you're out walking around and doing some videos where you want some image stabilization built in. Give you an idea with related to those and maybe that type of setup, and give you the full retail price point of those. And then beyond that, we'll talk about a couple other items and maybe even to my full setup. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about it in a grandiose way. I can improve tons. And in fact, I'm still improving. I actually just made an improvement with the camera that I have back there. And in fact, the camera that I have back there is actually an older camera. I bought it used. I bought this camera back here used because I'm so impressed with it. So we'll talk about that some more. So as it stands right now, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I really do appreciate your time, and I'm out.